So, good morning, everybody. In Hamilton, if you're visiting, we not only do caricatures of each other, we also try to refer business to each other. That's really the reason that we're here. And it's small and intimate, but really we are a family. That's how a lot of us see this group as friends, trusted friends that we refer business to each other. And the educational moment is just a few minutes that maybe I can give you a nugget that you can take away and help grow your business. Now, our theme for this term is fully invested, but we have a sub-theme for November, and that is the topic of invited. Because really, we thrive when new members come in. You know, I'm sure there's a reason, and I'm not part of this, but if you look around at all these, we're not sitting at the right things. In fact, I believe these are people that we would like to invite into our chapter. And the angle of this I'd like to talk about, I deal a lot with information marketing. People selling what they know. And what I've learned, and maybe some of you understand this, is that people learn different ways. Some people learn by reading. Some people need to hear. They get an audio. Some people need to experience, go to an event, or actually do something. But there's one thing that spans all of those, that if you want somebody to remember something, tell a story. The things that we remember, whether it's from a sermon at church, whether it's from an event that we go here, whether it's from somebody's 10-minute presentation, it's the stories. And I even thought about, well, what do I remember from some of the talks we've had? I remember a 7-year-old J.C. Johnson selling, lemonade and getting his friends and brothers to work for him. And I remember that. I remember Brady, the image of him on a ranch with a big old dog sitting in his truck, telling stories about that dog. And I think I'll never forget the image of Tom Grabowski being dragged by a police car through a parking garage with a gun. But the point of it is, we remember when we hear other people's stories. Would you agree? Yes. Yeah. Now, and when it comes to inviting, we can sometimes get into this culture of, well, we just show up and, you know, this is who we are. This is what it is. And growing is something outside of our paradigm. But we forget that everybody that's a member of this chapter is here because of a simple invitation. Me and you. And what I wanted to do is let you guys just tell a very, very brief story, a 2-sentence story for some people. And the first sentence is how you were invited, and the second sentence is why you decided to join our chapter. And I'll just start. I'll say, I was invited by my friend Tim Kay, who I was in a church group with, and it was over 6 months, and he kept kind of poking me because he knew I wanted to grow my web business. And I didn't get to go out and meet a lot of local business. And he said, you got to come, you got to come, you got to come. And I decided to stay because what he said was true. These are great people. And in the first day I was here, Doc Foley referred me a job that paid for my membership. The first day, right there. That's why I decided to stay. Now, can anybody else share how they were invited and why they decided to join?
I was invited by Lynn Langowski as I was applying one of the principles of the 29% solution. She, like a carrot and a horse, walked me right into the meeting with the ABCs of inviting, and decided to stay because I realized that this was an organization that was committed to structure and a strong, calculated momentum to help and grow business as business.
Awesome. Anyway, good, great.
Another Tim Kay deal. I used to buy a lot of equipment in Tim Kay's pawn shop because air conditioning equipment is cheaper. And Tim Kay invited me several times. I thought, I don't think I want to do that. Well, now, when I came, I joined because I could just see that this worked for us, and it has worked. And every time I see Tim Kay, I hug his neck.
Start doing that more with Tim. Every time. Awesome. Anybody else? How you joined and why you stayed?
I joined because Terry invited me blindly for a visitor day, and. You know, I was just ready to get out of the box and think out of the box and get out of my office, and I began to see that just the benefits of thinking like a business person and not like a lawyer. And so I can't say that there was a huge financial gain immediately, but the emotional gain and the personal growth that I experienced was amazing. And it's really changed my life and the way I run my business.
Awesome, awesome. One more, please.
I was invited by Terry with a very confident air that this was the best chapter there was. And I stayed because there were 3 other mortgage brokers who were here, and if they wanted to be here as badly as I did, well, then there must be something really good about it.
There you go. Awesome, awesome. And the last thing, we have, and I'm sure there's somewhere, a bunch of these that make it really easy to invite. Just cards, and you can hand them to somebody. And let's just go over one last time, real quick, the ABCs of inviting. Somebody tell me what A is. The first question you can ask somebody you want to invite.
Do you want to grow your business?
Do you want to grow your business? Easy question. Kind of an obvious. If somebody says, no, not really, well, definitely we don't want them to. What's B? What's B?
Rely on referrals to grow your business.
Do you rely on referrals? And that starts making them think like, yeah, actually, I could use some more of those. And most would say yes, I would think. But C, what is C? And this is the clincher. What's C?
Would you like me to, I would like you to come because I would like to introduce you to other business professionals who could pass you business every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you like to come and be part of this group, this amazing group that can pass you referrals every day? If they say, no thanks, well, they don't get it, and that's okay, and maybe you can keep working on them. But all of us say, remember the stories. Remember your story, other people's stories, and it helps you to pass on these, and we'll pack this room out even more. Thanks a lot.